together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. It's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we get a full MLB slate to go over. We're not really going to be touching on much preseason, I think, for the shows. We will obviously, once football gets started, those will be front and center. But not during the preseason, but I do have a few plays locked in for preseason that I like, and I think I'm going to look at a couple extra ones this morning. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. It was a profitable day yesterday for me. MLB went 4-4-1, up 1.07 units. The Pirates full game money line plus 169. Pirates team total over 3.5. Full game over 10. All come through. It's a plus 169. That was really nice there. Lost on the Astros first five. The team total or the Toronto Cleveland over 9.5 was really frustrating because I believe in the seventh inning, the Blue Jays made it 4-3 and loaded up the bases and did nothing with it to cost the over there. Nationals' first five was a push. They ended up scoring at the top of the sixth, but giving up a couple runs at the bottom of the sixth or whatever. Royals' first five was a loser. Rockies' first five plus 280 winner. And I felt like we should have gotten that full game money line as well. Very, very frustrating. Losing the plus 313 in the bottom of the eighth because of a walk is annoying. But it is what it is. CFL went 3-0 last night, and it was about as easy of a 3-0 sweep that I think I've had this year. Elks team total over 16.5 cashed in the second quarter. Elks first half plus 7 was a winner. Elks full game plus 12 was a winner. I think with Trey Ford going forward that this offense is going to be much better, and we should look to maybe bet some overs with Elk games with some Elks team total overs and things along those lines.
Wait, they didn't win? They were up like 22-0.
They lost 38-29.
Unbelievable.
They still covered though. So, but yeah, a nice 3-0 sweep last night with the Edmonton Elks. I haven't been able to see that this year. And in the NFL went 1-2, lost on the first game with the Patriots. I bet that earlier in the week, and once I realized what the line movement and all that, I was pissed that I bet the Patriots, and the over just didn't come through because the Patriots only put up 9 points. But the over 35 in Seattle, Minnesota comes through off of the play that cashed the over was Holton Aylor's first NFL touchdown pass.
Yay, so, Holton. All right.
That was cool to see. 1-2 in the NFL yesterday, down 0.83 units. I'm not as invested on today's slate as I am tomorrow's slate. But I think there's a couple overs I'm looking at to add today in the NFL. The WNBA had, 4 games yesterday? 3. Yeah. I ended up betting one game, and I had the Fever money line, and it came through. So 1-0 in the WNBA, up 0.57 units there. 9-6-1, up 2.62 units. So back in the win column there, which is nice. Starting the climb because I'm 72, 88, and 7, down 14.38 units in the month of August. So starting the climb back up towards profitability. It's going to be a long climb, but going to grind here onto today.
Yeah. On the site was also profitable, Nick, because we'll talk about it. We started off today quite solid. Pittsburgh in the over. That was a plus 179 winner with Pittsburgh money line. Nice to see. And then it kind of tampered off a little bit with the over in the Cleveland game. I was wrong. Apparently, over in Cleveland game. Under is always in Cleveland games. Nationals, they had a 1-0 lead, and that lasted like no time. The over in the Patriots game, loser. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about those 3 games in a minute. Kansas City, loser. Edmonton, winner. Over in the Seattle Seahawks game, winner. We're probably going to end up having to get a Holton Airlers Seattle Seahawks shirt. It is what it is. Colorado, play of the day, loser. Plus 313. That would have been nice to hit, but it is what it is. And then, what have I been saying a lot in the WNBA?
I don't know.
What is a big trend that I've been pretty much following all year?
Home dogs?
Home dogs. All right. Home doggy. Indiana Fever, plus 3. They won outright. Home doggy. Phoenix Mercury, plus 8.5. Guess what? They won outright. Seattle, plus 6. Guess what?
They won outright.
They won outright. All 3 home doggies come through. That's now 36, 25, and 1 up 59 or 59% this year, which is a crazy high thing. There is 0 home dogs today, and the smallest favorite on today's WNBA card, Nick, is the Liberty at minus 12.5.
Smallest?
Yeah, it's them, and then it's the Aces at minus 17.5.
Jeez. Just 2 games?
Yeah, so I took the over in both and moved on. But yeah, and then there's an EPL game today, so we're not going to talk about it. It's up on site.
All right, sounds good. We'll head over to the chat, and then we'll get into today's slate. Nathan coming in saying, good morning. Yeah, speaking of haircut and listening. There you go. CFL was a win-win. Elks first half plus 280. Missed the full game plus 500, but took the winning peg plus 300 live just for kicks, and it worked out quite well. I was staring at Winnipeg plus 11.5, plus 12, 13, stuff like that live. I'm pissed I didn't grab him because I knew Edmonton wasn't going to win that game. Like, you could just tell.
Oh, by the way, we have a new most viewed video on our TikTok.
Really?
Your Seattle Seahawks video got 1,400.
Nice.
Yeah. Saw that. Figure I'd mention it. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, let's get into the MLB slate. We're going to kick it on off with the Aaron Savali revenge game. Tampa Bay Rays minus 200 with a total of 8 in this game. Let's get into the line history in this spot. For this one, I'm on football right now because I was looking at football last night.
We're doing baseball.
I'm aware. I have to click over to baseball. Yep.
Okay.
Here we go. Xavier Curry and Aaron Savali. Line opened up at a minus 205. It's actually down to a minus 298 now. Line opened up at a 9. It's down to an 8. It's moved down a full run, and it's moved towards the Guardians in this one here. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one. Once again, guys, switch that over. Here we go. We have 69% of the tickets and 50% of the cash is on the under in this game, and the line's gone from a 9 down to an 8. And we have 17% of the tickets, 23% of the cash is on the Guardians. 83% of the tickets, 77% of the cash is on the Rays, and the line's moved toward the Guardians. So it looks like the Guardians taking a little bit of the sharp money here in this spot. Let's take a look at the ballpark pals, see what type of conditions we have here for today. It is in Tropicana Field, so it's the almost minus 6%. Xavier Curry and Aaron Savali. Curry, 2.55 ERA, 1.15 whip, 7.64 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%. 3.57 walks per 9, a 2.34 BABIP, a 4.23 FIP, and a 4.83 Sierra. On the other side, Savali, 2.51 ERA, 1.15 whip, 5.65 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%. 1.88 walks per 9, a 2.89 BABIP, a 3.10 FIP, and a 4.91 Sierra. Bullpen advantage does go towards the Rays here. 4.08 FIP, 3.31 Sierra compared to 4.53 and 4.11. And the hitting advantage does go towards the Rays, 112 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to 108, which is 12th for the Guardians. This line feels a little wide, and the line's moved down on the Rays, which tells me maybe that the Guardians early is a decent play in this game. The line moving down a full run kind of leans me towards the over. And this one at an 8, I think that's a very doable over 8 there. I'm more interested in the Guardians first 5 plus 165 a little bit here. Go for a little bit of a doggy to start off the slate here early. Obviously, the bullpen advantage going towards the Rays is going to keep me off the full game with the Guardians. But I'm going to move on this first 5. I'm going to move on the first 5 plus 165. I think this is worth a shot here. Guardians first 5 plus 165 here.
Yeah, I would have been leaning the opposite way. I like the revenge game factors because we just saw Savali get traded over from Cleveland to Tampa Bay. So you know that he's going to want to pitch good against his former team. It looks like Xzavion Curry is one of the rookies, well, semi-rookies that the Cleveland Guardians have brought up and has been really, really solid. So I could definitely see this game being an under, considering that Cleveland games just tend to go under. Yeah, they're 40, 45, and 66 to the under this year. So they have been one of the biggest under teams in baseball. I could see this. I would lean towards an under if I'm going after anything in this game. But it's not really a game I'm necessarily super interested in going after.
Yeah.
There are some games on the slate that look fun.
All right, back to the chat.
Oh, me. Supness? No. Nuh-uh. Nope. Excuse me. Nope, that is a Lex Steele thing. That is not for you. Supness is for Lex. Shout out to ECU legend and future Seahawks starting quarterback Colton Ehlers for getting that over in the Minnesota-Seattle game.
Yeah.
Wainwright and Keuchel Day today. I like the under in this game. I could see it. Well, now you just put Supness backwards. Whatever, I'll allow it. A lot of unders today. I could see a lot of unders today, for sure. I like this one's probably the pod for today, Nick. This game.
Yeah, I've already bet it. I got it at a dog price, and now they're a favorite.
Yeah, it's kind of
Pittsburgh Pirates minus 110 now. The total of 9. This line opened up at a minus 135 for the Reds, and it's come all the way and flipped. I got involved with this last night at plus 108. I'm on the Pirates. The line opened up at a 9.5. It's down to a 9. So a line move towards the under and a line move towards Pittsburgh. A big line move towards Pittsburgh here. Let's take a look at the cash flow, see if it represents the big line move towards the Pirates here. And we have 40% of the tickets and 58% of the cash is on the Pirates. That makes sense. And then we have 47% of the tickets and 54% of the cash is on the over. And the lines move towards the under. Telling me maybe the under could be a decent play in this game as well. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal. PNC Park plus 7% runs, minus 4% home runs, but plus 16% doubles, triples, plus 1% singles. Take a look at the pitching matchup here in this one, where we have Johan Oviedo and Andrew Abbott. Andrew Abbott, 3.72 ERA, 1.31 whip, 8.07 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%. 4.03 walks per 92, 82 BABIP, a 4.17 FIP, and a 4.91 SIERA. On the flip side, Johan Oviedo, 2.32 ERA, 0.94 whip. He's been good. 8.71 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%. 4.806 walks per 9, a 174 BABIP, a 4.14 FIP, and a 4.52 SIERA. Open advantage going towards the Buccos here. 4.11 FIP, 3.74 SIERA compared to 3.69 and 3.93. Hitting advantage does go towards the Reds here. 81 WRC plus, which is 18th, compared to 69, which is 28th. I moved on Oviedo in the Pirates last night. I like this look here with the Pittsburgh Pirates. I got it at plus 108. I don't know how much I would want to play them at this minus price tag now. I would still play them here. but I do like the Pirates here in this spot, and I kind of lean towards this first 5 under in this game, which is a 5, which I think is pretty high for a Pirate game. It's in Pittsburgh, so I understand. Or it's not in Cincinnati, so I if this was in Cincinnati, obviously this would be more like a 10.5. Line moving down and more tickets coming in on the over kind of tells me that maybe a first 5 under is worth a look here in this game as well. I lean that way, but I'm just on the Pirates money line here at plus 108.
Yep. I'm slowly making the post for it because this one I saw this one right away, Nick, and I called you last night. And I'm like, hey, I found a poop play because a team that is 11 games under 500 is now a pick'em favorite versus a team that's 3 games over. And Abbott's been fantastic. Now, granted, he hasn't been as good the past couple of starts, but he has been a very solid rookie this year for the Reds, and he's been really good. And I saw this line, and it just shouted out at me. And it was always Pittsburgh for me in this one. Kind of hard to go against it. Just seems like the poopy play. Everybody loves the Reds, although the Reds have not looked as good lately. I'm on the Pirates in this one, and I'll end up having the post ready to go in about 30 seconds.
There you go. Yeah, this was one that jumped out to me last night as well. That was part of the 4 plays that I bet pregame, which the other ones are coming up later. But yeah, head back to the chat here. The only one I play I cashed was Rocky's first 5. Yeah, Rocky's first 5 was a nice little plus 280. Wainwright, more like Wayne wrong. Aha. I like the under 9. I kind of lean that way. Bet all unders in the NFL preseason, and I bet you turn a profit come the regular season. I bet actually a lot of overs last year and made money betting overs because last year the scoring was up in the preseason. So I would actually lean towards some overs today. I'm looking to add a couple overs. Lean Pirates. Good morning, guys. Let's make some money. Let's go to RVD 20. Untouchable taking the Nerfy. It's time to raise it.
Raise the Jolly
Raise
Roger.
the Jolly Roger, yes.
Yes, sir.
Also, a go for Gomber
Day. It's Gomber Day.
They're not a minus 300 favorite. They opened up at a minus 300, but the line's dropped. So that's no longer a minus 300 fade.
It's Gomber Day.
Can we talk about the best matchup of the day? We have the Washington Nationals and the Oakland Athletics. It is a thing of beauty. Let's talk about it. We have the Nationals as minus 110 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. Line opened up at Washington minus 108. It's now Washington minus 110. Line opened up at a 9 minus 120. It's down to a 9 minus 110. So a line movement towards the under and a line movement towards the Nationals, suggesting Jonah Dawn pitches well again. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here. We have 60% of the tickets and 76% of the cash is on the Nationals. The lines moved 2 cents towards them. I would expect a little bit of a bigger line movement there. 58% of the tickets and 87% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move towards the under. I'm definitely interested in an under in this game, I think. Let's take a look at the ballpark pal here. This is Nationals Park. Plus 5% runs expected in this game, plus 1% home runs, plus 8% double triples, plus 2% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. And for these teams, this is actually a decent pitching matchup. Paul Blackburn and Jonah Dawn. Paul Blackburn, 4.13 ERA, 1.52 whip, 1.54 whip, 8.63 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 3.38 walks per 90, 3.56 BABIP, but a 3.56 FIP and a 4.48 SIERA. On the flip side, Jonah Dawn, 3.38 ERA, 0.63 whip, 10.13 strikeouts per 9, which is 31%, 2.25 walks per 9, a 1.118 BABIP, a 3.4 FIP, and a 2.73 SIERA. I need to take one quick look though. Jonah Don. I think he's had a couple appearances in the last 30 days. Okay, he pitched 2 innings against the Cardinals. He pitched 6 innings against the Reds. He was dominant against the Reds until like the 6th inning. But looking at this spot for me, I'm kind of thinking the under's the look. Bullpens and hitting. Forgot about that. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Natties in this one, 4.47 FIP, 4.12 Sierra compared to 4.83 and 4.64. Hitting advantage goes towards the Oakland Athletics, 100 WRC plus, which is 15th compared to 86, which is 25th. I want to back Jonah Don here and the Nationals Paul Blackburn for an under here. I can get a 5 in this game. I'm going to grab the first 5 under 5 here at -118. I like this as a good little under spot here for the marquee matchup of the day.
I'm disappointed in you. I'm very disappointed in you, Nick.
I forgot to click a button.
Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. Get some help.
One more for good measure.
Stop it. Get some help.
Why are we betting this game?
Because it's a thing of beauty.
Nick, these teams are combined 83 and 148. I want nothing to do with this game.
Why not?
As much as I would love to go after the future World Series matchup, no, it is. If anything, for me, it's a lean towards Paul Blackburn and the A's. Paul Blackburn's probably like the only pitcher I trust on that A's staff. But I want nothing to do with this game. Nothing to do with it. If you want to load up anything for it, have fun. I'm going to stay completely away from this game.
Mm-hmm. This is a thing. This is a work of beauty right here, this matchup, and I absolutely love it.
It is garbage.
You're garbage.
Thank you.
Sorry. Wayne wrong. EQ finds that funny. Riding the wave, first 5 A's. There you go. Bomb fight. Toilet bowl of a series. It is a beautiful series. You put some respect on Oakland and Washington's name. With you, Markel, A's first 5. Might lean on the A's money line. Oakland money line. Didn't Ray's pitcher used to pitch for the Guardians? Yes. Yep. Guardians team total over 5.5. Whoa. I got the first 5 money line. I agree with you at the under, but I have a suspicion that is going to be an over. We are going to get snake bit. It can go over. I'm fine if it goes over after the 5th inning. Blackburn pitching in the dead of night. Yeah. Take these broken teams and learn to. It like that revenge spot a little. Maybe. Want to keep moving on here?
No, not really.
Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago Cubbies in this next one here. -145 here for the Jays with a total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. As we have Javier Assad and Jose Barrios. Line opened up in a 165. It's down to a 145. A 20-cent line movement towards these Cubbies. Line opened up at a 9.5. It's down to a 9, suggesting that Javier Assad pitches well. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game. Let's see if the line move, the money coming in reflects a line move towards the Cubbies, and it definitely does. And this is enough to keep me off the Cubs. 61% of the tickets and 99% of the cash is on the Cubs here. 75% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on the under in this spot as well. So big money coming in on basically everybody on the Cubs and everybody on the under in this one here. Take a look at the ballpark pal here for Rogers Center. -2% runs, +6% home runs, +7% double triples, -9% singles. take a look at the pitching matchup here, which is Jose Barrios and Javier Hassad. Hassad's not been bad. 1.59 ERA, 1.12 whip, 8.47 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%. 4.24 walks per nine, a 2.55 BABIP, but a 4.33 FIP and a 4.03 SIERA. On the flip side, we have Barrios with a 2.89 ERA, 1.39 whip, 9 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%. 3.54 walks per nine, a 3.38 BABIP, but 3.70 FIP and a 4.58 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Jays. 3.90 FIP, 4.03 SIERA compared to 4.7 and 4.02. Bullpen or hitting advantage is a big one towards the Cubbies here. 153 WRC plus, which is number 1 in baseball the last 30 days against righties, compared to 97, which is 17th. The Blue Jays definitely hit lefties better than they hit righties. This would be a lean towards the Cubs. 99% of the cash on the Cubs is enough to keep me off the Cubs because, I don't bet those spots where there's 99% of the cash on any given spot. That's just not something I do. And it would be a lean towards the under. But once again, I feel like this line should be moving a little bit more with the amount of money coming in on this under. I'm staying off this game. This is a pretty, I think, a simple pass for me in this game.
Yeah, I like the Cubbies. And it doesn't – I know you're about the money and stuff. When did the line come out on this game?
Let me look that up for you. I saw it last night.
Well, does it say it last night on there or?
2:15 yesterday afternoon.
Oh, really? Okay.
On Bet Online. Yep.
Okay. I like the Cubbies to keep it rolling. I know they just lost 2 out of 3 to the Mets, but this is still a team that's looked quite solid as of late. And even though one of those games they got blown out, but whatever. Another one of those games they were right in it. They could have easily taken 2 out of 3 from the Mets.
The Red Hot Mets.
Yeah. Going up against going up against the Blue Jays, who also have been doing pretty well. They've won 5 out of 7, although they just lost 2 out of 3 to Cleveland. I'm not a Barrios guy. I know a lot of people are high on Barrios. I'm not a Barrios guy. I like the Cubbies today at plus money, and I'm going to roll with that.
Good luck. This is a pretty simple stay off for me. Just the market makes me uncomfortable with the Cubs. They've shown respect to it with the big line movement, but thank you.
Okay.
Let's take a look here. Dogs came through yesterday. Yeah, we just had the wrong dogs.
Yeah, we missed on. I like the Cardinals yesterday, but
missed on the Tigers and the Guardians.
That's right. The Guardians were a dog too.
Yeah. Can't back the BJs. Not betting a 99% side. Correct. Pass, but Cubbies lean. Blue Jays. Yep. I don't want to say anything bad about the Blue Jays. Oh, they'll prove me wrong. Yeah. Alouettes in the under 44.5. And the Red Blacks plus 10.5. That Red Blacks game, I have not placed a bet on yet. I'm still trying to figure out that game. Because I wanted the over 41.5. I wanted Kelly not playing this game. So I can grab the Argos at like 3. Now that it's up to a 10 because Kelly is playing, I have to figure out what I want to do. I have a feeling I'm going to grab the Argos laying the points. And the reason is I feel like the Argos would have covered last week if it wasn't for Kelly getting hurt. I truly believe that. Every single game that Kelly has played, they've scored 31 points, and they have gone over the total, and they've won the game and covered. So I'm kind of leaning towards the Argos in the over and maybe a team total over with them. Yeah. Don't forget about the Orioles, Nick. They were underdogs too. Yes, they were. Which they are underdogs today, and I've already placed a wager against them, and the line's moved against me, so I'm not happy about that. But bad travel spot for the Orioles today. We'll get into that later. This one. But we'll get into this matchup. I do have a overnight bet placed in this game, and actually it was kind of interesting, Tim, because I didn't look at what free pick videos you did, and I did a free pick video for this one, and I deleted it once I found out that you already did it.
For the same play?
I believe so.
Okay.
We have the New York Mets hosting the Atlanta Braves. The Braves now -175 favorites with a total of 9.5 in this game. let's take a look at the line history between McGill and Morton. This line opened up at a 169. It did go down to a 167 at first move, and now it's up to a 173. So a 4-cent line movement towards the Atlanta Braves. Line opened up at a 9.5 at -110. It is now a 9.5 at -115. So a move towards the over, move towards the Braves, suggesting that McGill gets hit. Let's take a look at here. We have, 72% of the tickets, 61% of the cash is on the Braves, or on the over. 63% of the tickets and 97% of the cash is on the Braves. We have and then 60% of the tickets, 49% of the cash is on the Brave run line. So let's take a look at Ballpark Pal for this one here. In this one, we have City Field, right? Yeah, we should. There it is, City Field, -8%. Oh, boy. -8% runs. -2% home runs, -13% doubles, triples, -3% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, though, a lot to be desired. Charlie Morton, 5.40 ERA, 1.54 WHIP, 7.09 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 5.4 walks per nine, a 289 BABIP, but a 5.3 FIP and a 5.62 SIERA. On the flip side, McGill has been terrible. 9.64 ERA, 1.93 WHIP, 5.79 strikeouts per nine, which is 13%. No walks per nine, but a 389 BABIP, but 7.56 FIP, which is second worst on the slate, and a 4.74 SIERA. And the bullpen advantage is about a toss-up. It slightly goes towards the Braves. 4.10 FIP, 3.85 SIERA compared to 3.79 and 4.18. The hitting advantage does go towards the Braves here, 140 WRC plus, which is number 2, versus the Mets 97, which is 18th. And I'm already on the over 9.5 in this game. I feel like the first 5 over is a decent look, even out of 5.5. I think that we do get a lot of early runs against Morton and McGill. And I found a play I actually really like in this game as well. I mentioned this yesterday, Tim. What is the best way to fade the Braves right now?
Run lines. Not run lines, sorry. Team total overs.
Yep. And I can get the Mets at a 3.5 today. Give me the New York Mets team total over 3.5 at -140 against the Braves here. So I like the Mets team total over 3.5 at -140 and the full game over 9.5 here.
Yeah, I'm already on the over. This is me not trusting Taylor McGill. I don't think he's good. He had horrible numbers in the minor leagues. I don't expect him to have anywhere good numbers in the majors, going up against one of the best teams in baseball. And it's against Charlie Morton, who the Mets statistically have good numbers against. Not to mention, you look at the Atlanta Braves and what they've done offensively lately, or what their lack of pitching has done. Look at their last 6 games. They've gone over in all 6, 8-6, 6-4, 6-7, 8-6, 6-5, 5-7.
They're giving up runs.
They're giving up runs and they're scoring runs. So team total overs for both sides could work as well. I like the over 9.5. I think it's a smash spot here. I think it's just a high scoring game tonight.
I agree. This will be this could easily be a 9-6 type of game.
This is going to be your highest scoring game of the day.
Ooh, okay. And
I'll even say 15 plus.
Whoa, 15 plus. You want me to get you an alternative line on alternative over 14.5?
Sure.
All right. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be able to try to find
get it.
Let's take a look. I can get you over 11 in this game at plus 150. It's the highest I can find on Bovada. So over 11 plus 150 there you can grab. Let's head back to the chat here. Good old Chucky Morton taking some Mets home runs and RBIs props. Yeah, there you go. I like the Red Sox tonight. Thoughts on a future on the Red Sox and Rangers, especially the Red Sox back tonight. Chris Sale, Tanner Houck, Garrett Whitlock before the next Toronto series. I don't I don't have super high hopes on the Red Sox here. I just don't. And Rangers, no. I don't think the Rangers pitching is good enough to win a series or two. I think they're going to have to play in the wild card series because the Astros still win that division. So I'm going to say no to the Rangers and no to the Red Sox. And Chris Sale, Tanner Houck, and Garrett Whitlock are interesting, but good. Telling the over with y'all. There you go. Atlanta first 5 run line. Preseason, I'm going under Cards, Dolphins, Bengals under. Good luck. I think I was looking a little bit towards the Bengals, or not the Bengals, but the no, I think I was looking at the over in the Bengals game. I don't know. This outrages Tim. What do you mean?
What outrages me?
I can't believe they lost the spread twice to Pitt. Yeah. Yes. Red Sox pitching isn't good isn't good either. Yeah, no. It's not. And talk about the Red Sox here. We have the Boston Red Sox taking on the Detroit Tigers. -135 for the Red Sox with a total of 9 in this game. The return of Chris Sale in this matchup here versus Tariq Skubal. Line opened up at a 165 for the Red Sox. It's down to a 134. 31-cent line movement towards the Tigers. Line opened up at a 9.5 at even money. It's down to a 9 at -110. So movement towards the under and a movement towards the Tigers. And this one here, telling me Tariq Skubal pitch as well. All right, this will keep me off of both the Tigers and the Red Sox, though. 52% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the Tigers. 53% of the tickets and 97% of the cash is on the over or on the under in this game here. So just incredible amounts of cash on the under and on the Red Sox here, or on the Tigers here. That's moved the line. There's been respect to that, and it looks like it could be sharp money. It's a lot of money. We have, and I think this is a typo somewhere because I don't think the Red Sox have 69 WRC plus. Did I type that in wrong? Boston, no, they do not hit lefties right now. All right, cool. Maybe that has me an interest in this under here. Ballpark power real quick. For Fenway Park, the best hitting conditions on the slate. Plus 10% runs, plus 16% double, or plus 10% home runs, plus 16% double triples, plus 3% singles, plus 14% runs overall. Tariq Skubal, 4.30 ERA, 1.22 WHIP, 10.57 strikeouts per 9, which is 29%. A 1.57 walks per 9, a 387 BABIP, but a 1.44 FIP and a 3.06 SIERA. On the flip side, the Red Sox, we have nothing on Mr. Sale here because this is his first appearance in a hot minute. Last time he pitched was on June 1st. He was really strong this year. He had 6 of his last 8 starts. He's given up 2 or 1 run. So he actually pitched really well before heading to the IL for the Red Sox here. And looking at the bullpens here, bullpen edge goes towards the Red Sox here. 3.87 FIP, 3.98 SIERA compared to 4.03 and 3.84. Hitting advantage does go towards the Tigers, 90 WRC plus, which is 19. And as I mentioned before, the Red Sox are just not hitting lefties right now. 69 WRC plus, which is 27th, which is kind of surprising that they're just not hitting lefties at the moment. And that makes me really interested in this under in this spot. I think we can get a first 500 in this game. Let's take a look at what the number is here for this Red Sox game. It's a 4.5 for the first 5. I like that first 5 under 4.5 here in this spot. And that's exactly where I'm going to move in this one. First 5 under 4.5, -108, Tigers and Red Sox.
Yeah, I wanted nothing to do with this one. You get Skubal, who, yeah, he's been good. He's one of the pitchers that I know the Tigers are quite high on. besides his game against Miami and a game against Kansas City where he allowed 4 and 7 earned runs, he's been pretty much perfect. And he's just been keeping teams scoreless. And then on the opposite side, you get Chris Sale, who this will be his first start since June 1st, which I really just don't trust that, especially with them as minus 135 favorites now. I kind of lean towards Detroit in this game with Scuba on the mound and kind of fading Sale. Am I getting involved in it? No. I have some other plays that I like later on in the card that I like a lot more. So I'm going to just stick to the ones I like later on. This one's a pass for me.
Fair enough. Back to the chat.
Where did you leave off?
Left off there.
Sky and Mystic spreads. So you're taking both dogs. I'm not going to talk you off of them. Overs and moneyline sprinkle. Ooh, I'm getting a call from potential spam. That's fun. Good luck, dude. I like the overs in both games, so sure. Lean towards the Earle with the Mets cap. LGM. Let's get it. Over 14 runs in the Braves game. I could see that. I could definitely see it. Well, I'm kind of nervous. You said you kind of like the over in Bengals, so to pivot that, I'm sub it for under in Steelers.
I have not bet the over in that game. I think I was looking that direction now.
There you go. I did put this is a pinned comment now. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and check out the Instagram. I put the play of the day out. There's also the EPL free play up there and the ball and out pick 5. If you guys are interested in those, along with all of our other free pick videos, which have been doing pretty well. So make sure you guys check that out. I don't trust Sale. Chris sold the book. Yeah. I second Nick. Under first 5 under 4.5 was the play. I had it for this one as well. There you go. Okay, cool. Bulls to make the playoffs.
NBA.
Yeah. I mean, playoffs or play-ins. I think that's 2 different things. I don't know about them. I have to look into it. Stop. But let's keep on going through these games, Nick.
Yeah. We have Justin Verlander and the Houston Astros taking on the LA Angels in this spot here. I went over to football to take a look at that one game he was talking about. Now I have to get back here. Reed Detmers and Justin Verlander. Line opened up, at a minus 200 for the Astros. It's now down to a 162. This line's dropped towards the Angels. Line opened up in an 8.5 at even money. It's now an 8.5 at minus 110. So a small line movement towards the over and a big line movement towards the Angels in this game. Kind of interesting there. Let's take a look if the cash flow represents that. Let's take a look here. So we have 57% of the tickets and 77% of the cash is on the Astros. The lines move towards the Angels. 76% of the tickets and 83% of the cash is on the under, and the lines move towards the over. I think I have a little bit more interest in the over in this game. Let's take a look at the ballpark pal for this one here. And in Minute Maid Park, minus 7% runs, plus 3% home runs, minus 8% double triples, minus 7% on the singles. Reed Detmers and Justin Verlander. Reed Detmers, 8.68 strikeouts per 9, which is 8.68 ERA, 1.63 WHIP. There we go. I was off a couple of rows. 10.98 strikeouts per 9, which is 27%. 4.12 walks per 9, a 3.73 BABIP, a 5 FIP, and a 4.13 Sierra. On the flip side, Verlander, 2.01 ERA, 1.05 WHIP, 8.04 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%. 4.02 walks per 9, a 2.10 BABIP, a 3.65 FIP, and a 4.97 Sierra. Bullpen advantage does go towards the Angels here, 5.43 FIP, 4.16 Sierra compared to 5.79 FIP and a 4.58 Sierra. Both these teams are hitting pretty well. The Angels 109 WRC plus, which is righties, which is 11th compared. And then on the flip side, Houston's hitting lefties pretty well. They're third in baseball with 131 WRC plus. I think we get some runs in this game. And with all the money coming in on the under my bet, and the line moving towards the over tells me I think we get this over here. We can get here we go. We get the Angels team total at 3.5 as well. I'm kind of interested in that. Or the Angels first 5 team total is a 1.5 at -125. That one's kind of interesting as well. Both these bullpens have really struggled. I think that this is a good over 4.5 or a good over 8.5 here for the full game in this spot. And I kind of lean towards maybe an Angels team total here as well with the line plummeting like that. Tells me maybe Verlander is a little vulnerable in this game. And if not him, then maybe the Astros bullpen can get hit a little bit as well. I'm actually going to grab that. I'm going to grab the Angels team total over 3.5 at -115 here as well. Yep. So there we go.
But you forgot one thing. Verlander got traded away from the Mets. That means he's just gonna pitch great every single start from now on. Because once they leave, they always just outshine everything. No, I'm not gonna go after this game. I promise I do have plays. They're in the later games. I do have them. But this is I want to see what the first game of this series has in store. What the Angels still have. Although Astros are looking really good right now, but that line drop is kind of keeping me off. Verlander has been really good his past couple of starts, and that's a big reason why he's been able to get traded, because he hasn't, in his last 10 starts, he's allowed 4 earned runs or more once. So I could definitely see him having another really solid start. I would lean kind of under, because I like Reed Detmers as well, although he just got smacked around by the Mariners. Kind of lean towards under, kind of lean towards Houston, but not going to bet it.
Yeah, I mean, originally I think I was looking toward Houston, but this market move just brought me a little bit more towards the Angels side. I don't trust the Angels to win a baseball game, though. That is not something I trust them to do. So that's why I'm just sticking with the team total over here.
That's fair.
I'm Untouchable saying the return of Timmy's soccer picks.
Yes.
You should start doing free pick videos on those as well.
We'll see.
First 5 Rockies. I can see it. Timmy's boy Detmers, Angels first 5 in the Nerfy.
Yeah, I kind of like Detmers, but
yeah, I'm gonna bet Ohtani home run. I could see
although
it.
he hasn't hit one in a while.
He's due then. Yo. With all these underdogs winning outright yesterday, Joe Crypto and I had a good day, right?
He had the Lynx, but he had the other 2 big dogs. It's good to see.
All 3 doggies won last night, right?
All 3 doggies won. He had 2 out of the 3.
There you go. Pass for Nathan. Won on the Pirates and lost on the Astros yesterday. But let me get the Pirates money line. I like it. And the Rockies money line. All right.
Yeah,
Thinking about the Rays on the run line and the Mets money line. I'm liking where your head is.
I'm not really a big person on the Mets today.
I just have the Mets over 3.5. I like those 3.5 team totals. Let's get into this next matchup here. The Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago White Sox here. The Brewers are -170 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. Why the Brewers are -170 favorites? It is Corbin Burns. Line opened up at -160. It's up to a -170. Line opened up at an 8.5, -105. It's actually up to an 8.5, -119, suggesting that Kopech gets hit here. Let's take a look at the cash flow, see if it represents a move towards the over and a move towards Milwaukee. We have 76% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on the over. That makes sense. And 89% of the tickets and 93% of the cash is on the Brewers. But 46% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on the run line for the White Sox. Big bet coming on the White Sox plus the 1.5. Let's take a look at this game here. Ballpark Pal. guaranteed rate field, plus 9% runs, plus 30% home runs, minus 15% doubles, triples, plus 4% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here, and it is a pretty decent mismatch. Corbin Burns, 1.69 ERA, 0.75 WHIP, 10.97 strikeouts per nine, which is 32%, 3.09 walks per nine, a 147 BABIP, a 2.55 FIP, and a 3.31 SIERA. On the flip side, Kopech, 5.82 ERA, 1.71 WHIP, 6.23 strikeouts per nine, which is 15%. He walks a lot of batters, 7.48 walks per nine, 203 BABIP, but an 872 FIP and a 6.84 SIERA, both do worse on the slate. And this is a slate with Wainwright, and it's a slate with Dallas Keuchel, and Tyler McGill, and Charlie Morton, and Reed Detmers. And he has the worst FIP and the worst SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Brew Crew here, 4.08 FIP, 3.27 SIERA compared to 4.29 and 4.01. The Brewers have the hitting advantage here as well, 89 WRC plus, which is 24th, compared to 81, which is 26th. I am fully interested in the Milwaukee Brewers in this game. I'm fully interested in them here, grabbing the first 5 in full game, double up spot type of thing here. Let's take a look at what we can get here for this one. I can get the first 5 minus a half at minus 121. And it looks like I'm going to have to lay the minus 1.5 here at minus 107. Let me take a look at what 170 and 107 would be for a minus 1. Expensive, probably. It would be minus 139. Yeah, I'm just going to lay the regular run line here with the Brewers. First 5 minus a half, full game minus 1.5 for me with Milwaukee here.
Yeah, I'm on Milwaukee as well. I know I've been fading Burns a lot, but he has been one of the best pitchers in baseball this year. Yes. He is rocking a 3.42 ERA, and I believe he's creeping up his way towards the top of the the Cy Young list. Because I know that let's go quickly take a peek, because I know Blake Snell's pitching today. That's another guy that's up there.
Yes.
Sports, baseball, player futures, Cy Young awards. Show me the NL. NL is currently Zach Gallen, Blake Snell at 225, 275, Steele 450, Strider 500, Logan Webb 950, and then Corbin Burns 12, and then a little bit more long shots 12 with Zach Wheeler, and 28-1 with Mr. Jesus Luzardo. That's kind of interesting. At this point, the American League is all but locked up by Garrett Cole. He's minus 275. Gosman 350, Framber 900, Luis Castillo 16-1, and Ohtani 25-1. I'm going after Milwaukee today. Normally, I don't like to touch Milwaukee, but I'm all right with laying a run line at minus 102. Give me the Brewers in this one, back in Corbin Burns.
Yeah. There we go. Of course, I would go against the Fever and not get the trifecta. Tisk. I believe my favorite play is fading Dallas Keuchel today, by the way.
Yes, I agree. Even though we don't know who the Philly starter is, I don't really care.
I'm on the White Sox money line. Nope. For the preseason, I'm on the Bengals, the Lions, and the Commanders. All righty. I am on the Giants, and I am on the Browns. I got the Browns at minus 120 now. I also think the Broncos cover minus 5. I'm kind of looking that way as well. I think so too. There we go. But we have 5 games remaining in this one. Next, we have the St. Louis Cardinals as road favorites, minus 120 against the Kansas City Royals, total of 10.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here. In this one between Wainwright and Coleman. Line opened up at a minus 109 for the Cardinals. It's actually up to a 120 now. So a line movement towards the Cardinals here in this spot. Line opened up at a 10.5 minus 115, and now it's 10.5 and minus 127. This was an undecided for me last night with the Royals. It's
a bullpen game.
A bullpen game?
Yeah.
Because Dylan Coleman goes, an inning. So it's a bullpen game for the Royals here, which I want to take a look real quick on who's going to be the primary here. I just want to get it up for when we break this down. Who we should expect in this game. DraftKings has 100K to first today. Let me grab and there is a chance of rain for today in this one. That is something I'm seeing here. But let's take a look at the cash flow real quick, and then we will get into the pitching situation here. We have 77% of the tickets and 84% of the cash is on the Cardinals. The lines move towards the Cardinals. 74% of the tickets, 79% of the cash is on the over, and the line has moved towards the over here. We should start seeing 11s pop up here. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal, who has Kauffman Stadium at a plus 9% runs today, minus 5% home runs, minus 3% double triples, plus 15% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Adam Wainwright has not been good. I feel like that's safe to say.
That's an understatement.
It might be a little bit of an understatement. 8.36 ERA, 1.93 WHIP, 7.07 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%, 4.5 walks per nine, a 391 BABIP, a 5.06 FIP, and a 5.07 SIERA. On the flip side, it's going to be Coleman, and then after that, it's projected to be Angel Zerpa, who has pitched. How many innings has this guy pitched this year? 5 1/3 innings this year. And he's given up 4 runs on 7 hits in those 5 1/3 innings. Let's take a look. He went 0.3 innings against the Red Sox, or 0.1 innings against the Red Sox. He went 3 innings against the Phillies and gave up those 4 runs, and he went 2 innings against the Mets and only gave up 1 hit. So don't know really what to expect from him here. I think we see runs in this game, though. I think that's kind of the expectation in this game is we see some runs. And honestly, I think this favors the Cardinals a little bit that there's rain in the forecast. I'm hoping if you're back in the Cardinals here, you're hoping for a couple innings to be played, rain, Wainwright leaves, and then you get the bullpen with the Cardinals. Because the Cardinals bullpen actually has the edge in this game. If you look at this game, if the Cardinals are trailing when Wainwright leaves, and selfless plug tonight, the Nerd Talk Capper Collective tonight at 7:45. This could be a good live betting spot to try to get on the Cardinals once Wainwright leaves. Bullpen-wise, 3.47 FIP, 3.82 SIERA, and the Royals bullpen is 5.31 and 4.8. Cardinals 116 WRC plus, which is 6th against righties, and 109 for the Royals, which is 10th. Let me just take a quick look here. Coleman is a righty, and Zerpa is a lefty. All right, so they are going to go to a lefty after this, which the Cardinals against left-handed pitching in the last 30 days, 119 WRC plus, which is 7th, even better. I want to target the Cardinals team total over and the full game over in this game. I also don't hate the first 5 over in this game a little bit here as well. At a 10.5, you're looking at a 5.5 first 5, though. That's kind of interesting. Usually with a 10.5, I believe the first 5 is usually a 6, right? Or is that just me? Usually
I don't know. I don't bet that stuff.
Cardinals team total over is a 5.5, so that kind of makes me hesitant here. But I am interested in this over 10.5. I may fool around with a couple first 5 overs today, see how those do. But I'm going to grab the over 10.5 here with the Cardinals and the Royals.
I want a double up spot here. It's Adam Wainwright Day, Nick. Over in Kansas City. I think Kansas City wins this game. Adam Wainwright should have retired last year. My internet decided to freeze. Oh, there we go. Because if he retired last year, it would have looked a lot better on his final resume. Because this year he's rocking with a 7.81 ERA. He is the Dallas Keuchel this year. He is the Patrick Corbin this year. He has been one of the worst pitchers in baseball, and I believe I can look this up. I think he's been the least profitable pitcher in baseball. Oh no, because that's got to be what's his face from Kansas City.
Jordan Lyles. He has 3 wins now.
Yep, Jordan Lyles, but still, money opposite way. Jordan Lyles, Zach Greinke, Jordan Montgomery, Lucas Giolito, Sandy Alcantara. Does he not have enough innings in order to... No, because Flexen's in here too. That's weird. Where the heck is... Wow, Miles McCollum is worse? Why? Where is he? Hold on. St. Louis. Adam Wainwright, 5-9, down 3.04. So he's been negative this year. I like the Royals today. I like the over. I want a double up spot on them. I could see the Royals putting up 7 runs tonight, to be honest.
Fair. I just like the over.
I already see 11s.
You already started to see 11s? I got 10.5 at -127.
That's a high. That's a juicy total. Fine.
And I'm going to try something here. I'm going to do this for 2 different games because I was looking at another game I was interested in doing this with. I don't recommend these, but I want to see if I can start doing these with 2 really bad starting pitchers. I'm going to grab the first 5 over 5.5 for Cardinals Royals at -120, and the Mets Braves first 5 over 5.5 at -105.
Okay.
I don't do first 5 overs. I just want to test out the waters here.
There you go. Loaded that up. All right.
There we go. Nathan says I concur. Your picks are mine. Hopefully we cash today. Don't have time to cap anything today. Good luck. I hope you win. I like the Browns by a half a point down to -2.5. I got them at -120 earlier in the week. I'm very happy about that play.
If you buy a team, then you shouldn't have to buy it. If you like a team, you shouldn't have to buy points.
Yeah. Steelers -3 for Juan here. Thanks, Fernando. Did you cap the Cap Leagues Cup? Unfortunately, no. Hit the over 2.5 Netherlands-Spain game. I'll have plays probably when I get out of work. There you go. If you follow the stream team, then I'll be giving out plays on the Discord. All right. All good. Wayne Poo in shambles. Yes, he is. Let's get into the next matchup here. I've already made a play in this game as well. The San Diego Padres and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Padres are -160 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. We have Blake Snell, and we have on the flip side, let me find there we go, and Ryan Nelson. Line opened up to 155. It's up to a 158. It did get up to a 165 last night. And I think that was close to where the line was when I made the play on this game. Line opened up in a 9 for the total. It is still a 9. See if the cash flow represents a line movement towards the Padres here in this one. No line movement on the total. And even though 78% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on the under, we have 75% of the tickets and 76% of the cash is on the Diamondbacks in this game, and the lines move slightly towards the Padres. 36% of the tickets, 81% of the cash is on the Diamondbacks plus 1.5, and the lines move towards the Padres. I am on the Padres in this game. Let's get into ballpark, pal. As we have this game in Chase Field, plus 3% runs, -5% double triples, or plus 13%. -5% home runs, plus 13% double triples, 0% on the singles. We have Ryan Nelson and Blake Snell. Ryan Nelson's been terrible. Blake Snell has been good. 1.73 ERA, 1.58 WHIP for Snell. 11.08 strikeouts per 9, which is 28%. 7.96 walks per 9. That's always been his biggest problem. A 2.83 FIP, a 3.96 ERA, and a 3.96 FIP, and a 5.44 SIERA. On the other side, Ryan Nelson, 5.08 ERA, 1.41 WHIP, 4.76 strikeouts per 9, which is 13%, 2.22 walks per 9, a 2.89 BABIP, a 6.16 FIP, and a 5.48 SIERA. The pitching or the bullpen advantage goes towards the Padres here. 4.03 FIP, 4.02 Sierra compared to 5.18 and 4.44. And for the hitting advantage goes towards the Padres here as well. 101 WRC plus, which is 14th against righties, compared to the Diamondbacks against lefties, which is 26th at 73 WRC plus. And I've already moved on the Padres full game -1 at -132. This is a clear mismatch, and until further notice, I'm betting against the Diamondbacks. I'm not somebody who rides out a lot of things, but usually the Diamondbacks are a team I've noticed all year long that the markets don't really like as well. And this is another spot where a lot of the money is coming in on the Diamondbacks because they got to break their streak sometime, right?
No.
And the line's moving the opposite way. Tells me that the Padres are 100% the play here. And I'm thinking about adding the first 5 -0.5 as well, which is only -112. I'm adding that to Padres first 5 -0.5 at -112 as well.
Yeah, I already did not a free pick, but I did it for balling out yesterday. I'm on the Padres. Blake Snell is in Cy Young form, and he's currently not too far behind. I'm really hoping he continues to power through and gets that Cy Young award for me, because that would be a nice 33-1 cash, and that would pay for pretty much all the futures. So that would be fantastic. It's either I get him or I get Zach Gallen. So most likely, unless something crazy happens, I look good to get a Cy Young award winner. Against the Arizona Diamondbacks, who have not won a game since the All-Star break. Not the All-Star break, the trade deadline. They just have looked absolutely rough. They are coming off of a rest day, but until further notice, I'm riding out the trend, and they've lost 8 straight games and 9 out of 10. So I'm staying away from the D-backs, although I know when to cut loose. This is a D-backs team I was high on. I have a ticket from them to win the division. Not anymore. I'm taking the Padres on the run line in this one.
Yeah, these are two teams that I think both of us have let go of because I had a little Padres stuff too, and it obviously did not come through.
Yeah, no.
It is what it is. Back to the chat.
Yep. Lean D-backs. Oh, Maytail. Lean D-cracks. Nah. Pass, and you may have convinced me, Nick. I think he's going to be on the Padres with you. All right, Nick, here we go.
Yeah, this was almost the -300 fade. Again, this line opened up, I believe, at a -300, and it's actually dropped. So I'm not required to bet this game for the -300 fade. It is -300 on South Point. It is -310 on Superbook. It is -305 on Caesars. But on the book I bet on, the LA Dodgers are -285 with a total of 8.5 in this game. A line opened up at a -300. It's down to a 285, so a 15-cent line movement towards Colorado. And the line opened up at a 9 at even money. It's down to an 8.5 at -110. So a line movement towards the under and a line movement towards the Rockies, suggesting that Austin Gomber pitches well. The centerpiece return for the Nolan Arenado trade. 76% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the under, which tells me maybe the under is the best look in this game. We have 82% of the tickets and 66% of the cash is on the Dodgers money line. The 81% of the tickets are on the Dodger run line, but only 21% of the cash. So it looks like the sharp money coming in on the Padres. I don't know how many people are going to be looking to
Rockies,
bet. Or the Rockies, my bad. I was looking at the wrong game. Yeah. No, but the Rockies have the sharp money here. And the under, it looks to be, I think, the play in this game a little bit as well. Dodger Stadium plus 3% runs, plus 14% home runs, -5% doubles, triples, -1% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here, which I believe actually has a decent edge here. Austin Gomber, 2.40 ERA, 1.23 whip, 5.4 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%. 1.5 walks per 9, a 309 BABIP, a 344 FIP, and a 4.86 ERA. On the flip side, Lance Lynn, 6.37 ERA, 1.38 whip, 9.1 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%. 3.34 walks per 9, a 263 BABIP, a 694 FIP, and a 4.49 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Dodgers here, 4.51 FIP, 4.62 Sierra compared to 4.79 and 4.5. Hitting advantage goes towards the Dodgers as well. 128 WRC plus, which is fourth, compared to 74, which is dead last versus righties. I feel like this under has some merit to it. I really do. It's an 8.5 full game. I would more look towards this 5 in the first 5. And if you want to try to thread the needle here, you can get the first 5 under 5 and the Rockies plus a half at plus 150. And all you need for it to be is tied at like 1-1 or 2-2. I'm leaning towards the Rockies here. I'm leaning towards the under here. I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger on either at the moment. I think I lean stronger towards that first 5 under because I do think Lance Lynn can shut down this Rockies offense. As bad as Lance Lynn has been, he should be able to shut down this Rockies offense. I'm going to grab the first 5 under 5 here. That's where I'm going to do it. I'm going to land on it.
Can I talk you off of it?
No comment. I just
Lance Lynn. That's my argument. Cool. Either when he was on the White Sox or on the Dodgers, he is 17-6 to the over this year. That is 73.9%. So what you're going is you're backing a 26% trend. Cool. He lets up runs. So I like the over in this game. I gave that out during balling out, and it's Gomber Day. I know the record doesn't seem impressive. 13-10. Colorado is when he pitches, but he is the 3rd most profitable pitcher in baseball, Nick, and 9.03 is what you would be up in terms of unit wise if you're backing Austin Gomber all year long. I'm going to continue to back him. Give me the Colorado Rockies plus 254 on Austin Gomber Day. And I also like the over because Lance Lynn is pitching, and he is the biggest over pitcher in baseball. One of 2 pitchers that have at least 70% over rate. The only other one is Joe Ryan. So I like the over, and I like the Rockies in this one, but I really like the Rockies more.
I do lean Rockies in this one. I just not going to pull the trigger on it personally. I like the under in this game, though. I think this is first 5 under.
First 5 under, full game over?
Potentially. It very well could. And I think once the bullpens come into the mix here, especially for Colorado, once Gomber comes out, a live over could be a look. But, I mean, all the money coming in on the over because if I remember right, it's 76% of the tickets and 76% of the cash is on the over, and they've taken this from a 9 down to an 8.5.
Okay.
We'll head back to the chat here. Kind of like the Bucks today. I was leaning in that direction, but did not play it. I like Gomber. You guys on the Marlins or Yankees? The line's not available. I did not bet that game.
Marlins. When it's available, Marlins.
Yeah. Braves, same game parlay, Acuna, Albies, and Harris all to get a hit, and Olsen 1+ RBI. All right. Rockies in the over here for untouchable. San Diego, same game parlay, San Diego money line, Soto and Kim both to get a hit. There you go. A little fun with the Rockies reverse run line sprinkle. Why not? Good luck. Let's go O's, says Markel. We'll get into that game next. Dodgers, same game parlay, 1+ hits for bets. Freeman, 2+ bases. Dodgers money line. And Snell, K-props for untouchable here. We'll move into this matchup here. The Seattle Mariners and the Baltimore Orioles here. The Mariners -135 favorites with a total of 7.5 in this game. I did move on this game last night. The lines moved against me, unfortunately. Let's take a look at it here between Gibson and Castillo. Line opened up at a 140 for the Mariners. It's down to a 135. So a 5-cent line movement towards the Orioles. Line opened up at an 8 -120. It's down to a 7.5 at -115. So a half-run line movement towards the under and a 5-cent line movement towards Baltimore. We have 44% of the tickets and 73% of the cash is on the Orioles in this game. 44% of the tickets and 63% of the cash is on the over in this game. The lines moved down, suggesting that Gibson pitches well in this game. Let's take a look at the ballpark pal in this one. T-Mobile Park has the second worst hitting conditions on the slate. The worst hitting conditions we'll talk about next game. Minus 8% runs, minus 3% home runs, minus 11% double triples, minus 3% singles. So it looks like very defensive or pitcher-friendly conditions tonight. And with these two pitchers, I think that can lead to potentially under here. Kyle Gibson, 3.86 ERA, 1.04 whip, 9.4 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 1.93 walks per nine, a 2.8 BABIP, a 2.95 FIP, and a 3.15 Sierra. On the flip side, Luis Castillo, 4.5 ERA, 1.07 whip, 11.4 strikeouts per nine, which is 32%, 1.8 walks per nine, a 2.79 BABIP, a 4.47 FIP, and a 3.06 Sierra. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Mariners in this one here. 3.5 FIP, 3.24 Sierra compared to 3.33 and 3.59. Hitting advantage does go towards the Mariners here as well. 116 WRC plus, which is 7th, compared to 93, which is 21st for the Orioles. The Orioles are not really hitting righties. I've noticed here a little bit. They're below average against righties. And I'm already on the Mariners -1. I got it at +101 last night. If if I knew the line was going to move this way, I wouldn't have bet it, honestly. I think I'm a little bit more interested in this first 5 under. It is, wow, that's a 4.5 with a total of 7.5. I kind of want to take a look real quick at one thing here of how this first 5 total is moved. And it is moved towards the under. Okay, cool. I'm going to move on this first 5 under as well. 4.5 at -128 for me here in this one. I think this is a bad travel spot for the Orioles here. When we look at it, because they finished up a series yesterday at home, and then they get to hop in a plane from Baltimore all the way to Seattle, traveling east to west. I think this is a flat spot for them in game 1. I think that Castillo pitches well. I would look maybe towards Castillo strikeout props or over outs because I think he can go 7 innings, giving up 1 run tonight. I think this could be the type of game that Castillo shoves. So I'm on the Mariners. I got him at -1 at +101. I would just lay the money line now if you still like the Mariners at this number. But I like the first 5 under 4.5 here at -128.
I know it's a bad travel spot for the Orioles. But
it's the Orioles.
But I'm going to end up staying away from this game. I did give out the Orioles last night on the ball and out. I still think they win this game. They are the most profitable team in baseball, and they're the most profitable road team in baseball, and they constantly give them out as dogs. Yes, I know it's not a good spot for them. But when I look at it, Kyle Gibson's actually been consistent, and he's been a piece that the Baltimore Orioles kind of need. He's also been one of the more, not going to say profitable. He's got close to most wins. He's got the 5th most wins in baseball. He's 11-6, only behind Tajon Walker, Justin Steele, Spencer Strider, and Zach Eflin. So it just shows consistency, and the Baltimore wins behind him. I know Dave will probably mention this on the night show tonight, 7:45 here. Nerd talk, all that good stuff. Luis Castillo, I believe, is the least profitable first 5 pitcher in baseball. So he'll probably mention something with that. I'm going to end up staying away from this one because on the opposite side, look at how Seattle's playing right now. 7 wins in a row, 9 out of 10, and 12 out of 14. So Mariners playing some really good baseball, and they put themselves right into that not Cy Young, but wild card race, considering that they're only, a game and a half back of the Blue Jays now. So they're getting very close to being able to try to sneak their way into the playoff picture. And I mentioned that before the trade deadline. I'm like, hey, I think that I mentioned at the All-Star break. I said Seattle makes a run. And boy, have they. I'm going to end up staying away from this game. Can both teams win? I'd like both teams to win.
Fair enough.
Back to the chat before the last game, which I really liked the last game, Nick.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Dodgers have only lost 1 game in their last 10, correct? And Lynn has won his 2 outings not no decisions. He's picked up his shit lately. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing what happens when you leave the White Sox and you go to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Rocks. August 6th, his outing against San Diego. He only got hit 4 times, and San Diego has been hot and still handled them. I don't see how the Rockies team, who has 4 to 5 rookies on the field, can beat the Dodgers. I'm not saying they will. I did not bet the Rockies today. This is why I like the first 5 under, because I think Lance Lynn has the opportunity to go and pitch well. I do.
I like the Rockies.
Yeah, Rockies are on a rebuild and giving guys a chance to prove they should be on the team, and they aren't producing yet. It is what it is. I doubt they'll get it going against the Dodgers in the outfield. Even if Lynn does get hit, it won't be many to defend from the Rockies. It's fair. I mean, that's a really bold take, saying that the Dodgers are going to win tonight. I give you full credit. That's putting your balls on the table and saying the Dodgers are going to win as minus 285 favorites. That's crazy. So you're saying Lance Lynn is a lock today? Just about. He isn't locked, but I do have a single bet for the Dodgers minus 2.5, 4 units, $200 play. Good luck. A rebuilding team against a dynasty. Those young guys are hungry to prove themselves against the second best in the National League. I do think it's time to grab some Dodger futures. Like I think the Dodgers are a team in the National League where they're in a collision course for the Braves. I think they would beat the Braves in 6 games if the Braves make it past the DS. First off, under 3.5 lean for Marlins. I got 4.5 at minus 128. Even a 4 is fine. Opinions on Brewers? Yes. Phillies, I don't have a line for it, and Astros, I took the Angels team total. They'll be hungry, but will they actually get base hits is the question. Without them, they can't win. Yep. Let's get it rained out in Seattle, JK. Baltimore money line, I know it's a bad spot. Yeah. Opinions on the Guardians under? I'm on the Guardians first 5 money line. I did not play the total in that game. Probably a lean towards the under. Also nervy, but lean Orioles first inning. Fair. I really want to bet against our boy Dallas Keuchel. We'll move into the last game of the card here. We have the Rangers minus 105 favorites against the San Francisco Giants. It's actually a pick of minus 105 on both sides. Total 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one between Scott Alexander and John Gray. This line opened up at a minus 114 for the Rangers. It's down to a minus 105. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 110. It's now to an 8.5 minus 112. So 2-cent line movement towards the over and a 9-cent line movement towards the Giants. This is the worst hitting conditions on the slate. Minus 9% projected runs, minus 32% home runs, plus 0% doubles, triples, plus 6% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. John Gray and Scott Alexander. Scott Alexander, I believe this is a bullpen game for the Giants. The Giants know how to run bullpen games. So if I can trust a team to run a bullpen game, it's the Giants, and they're extremely tricky doing it. John Gray, 5.66 ERA, 1.69 WHIP, 8.71 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 5.92 walks per 9, a 381 BABIP, a 3.9 FIP, and a 4.64 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Giants here. 3.25 FIP, 3.90 SIERA compared to 4.59 and a 3.62. And the hitting advantage does go towards the Rangers here. 121 WRC plus, which is 5th, compared to 78, which is 29th. The Giants are just not hitting right now. And I do think that this is a good spot for them to potentially get some runs because John Gray's been terrible. I also think it's been a minute since he's pitched, if I'm not mistaken. July 24th. Okay, no. His last appearance, he gave up 6 earned runs on 7 hits, 3 walks, and 5 innings pitched. Previously, he gave up nothing in 4 1/3 against the Rays, but 4 runs against the Guardians, 3 runs against the Red Sox, 5 runs against the Astros, 6 runs against the Blue Jays. He's getting hit lately. He is absolutely getting hit lately, and I think that this is a spot where the Giants can get to him here. I like the Giants in this spot, and to close out the card, I'm going to double down on the Giants here. First 5, -117, full game, -105. I like San Fran in this game.
But the Rangers are 21 games over, and you can get them for a pick-em price, Nick. What are you doing? The books are giving you free money. Yeah. No, give me the Giants. That was I gave it out during balling out as well. I like the Giants in this matchup. Bullpen game or not, this line kind of says it all. This line is very similar to the Pirates line for me today. Why is a team like the Rangers, who granted they're 1 game over 500 on the road, but they're 21 games over 500 is a pick'em price against a Giants team that's been mediocre as of late, although they are 9 games over 500. Yeah, sign me up. I'll take the Giants all day. And how about some player props for this one? Wilmer Flores. I believe he's on like an 8 or 9 game, some type of hitting streak. So Wilmer Flores, maybe an RBI, could be interesting for this one. I like the Giants in this one.
Yeah. By the way, Giants first 3 is -103. I accidentally bet the Rangers here, and I had to rebet the Giants for a little extra to make up for that. I made a little mistake there. Oops. Hate when that happens. But yeah, Giants double up for me here.
Yep, I'm all over it.
But that is the full slate. Let's go back to the chat, and then we'll head on out here.
Sounds good, Nick.
Stayed away. I stayed away here, but Altuve has 21 hits over the last 12 games. If anyone's betting his game, this game, add him to boost your payout. There you go. Dodgers lost last night. No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Well, almost lost. Yeah. Phillies were -160 favorites when they pulled it from the kiosk, so I parlayed the Ravens money line to get the juice down since no run line. There you go. Dodgers lost the first 5. That was great. I had the +280 the other way. Yeah. Stripling hasn't been bad at all. Flores, Altuve, same game parlay, both to get a hit. Keep it simple, still plus money. There you go. Anybody still got Sweden World Cup future? They killed my Japan one. I almost bet it the game before the United States, honestly, but I did not. But that is all the chat for today. That is all of the games for today. You know what that's you know what that means, Tim?
Yep.
It is time for
housekeeping.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. I'm actually going to be putting links in the chat as per usual because the TikTok's in there. All of our free pick videos are there as well if you guys are interested in over that. I still find it cool that one of the free pick video for the Seattle Seahawks video got 1,400 views. Good work, Nick. Instagram right there and the Twitter. All of them are being posted up now. On the Instagram today, there's all 5 of our free pick videos. There is the Ball and Out pick 5. There is the play of the day, which is the Pirates. There is a EPL play and a NFL preseason play. All of them up on the Instagram page. Make sure you guys are checking out that. Lots of content. I just want to keep pushing stuff out because we're trying to grow. It's the best way to do it is to pump out a bunch of content. So we appreciate everybody who does follow us over there. Make sure you guys are following, checking out Balling Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. I recorded that one last night, posted it uploaded at 7 a.m. And that's 5 free picks in the MLB. Obviously, we already talked over all the MLB. Go over there, leave a like, show the support. And then SeatGeek, concert tickets, sporting event ticket needs, ESPN checkout, $20 off your first purchase. Recap for today. I'm on the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line. We're on the over in the Mets game. I like the Brewers on the run line. Kansas City money line in the over. Padres run line. The Rockies on the money line. The Orioles. And I like the Giants. Nick, go ahead.
Yeah. Let's get it up here. We have the Cleveland Guardians first 5 money line plus 165. We have the Pittsburgh Pirates at plus 108. Oakland, Washington first 5 under 5. Mets team total over 4.5. Full first 5 over 5.5. Full game over 9.5. Trying a couple first 5 overs today. See how those work. Detroit, Boston first 5 under 4.5. LA Angels team total over 3.5. Full game over 5.5. Milwaukee first 5 full game run lines. The Cardinals first 5 over 5.5. Full game over 10.5. The Padres first 5 minus a half. Full game -1. Baltimore, Seattle first 5 under 4.5. Seattle -1. Colorado, LA first 5 under 5, and then closing it out with the Giants first 5. Giants full game money lines.
Right on. That's good. Oh, there was a couple of chats mixed in with all the links. Best of luck, everyone, today. Best of luck to you as well. Let's get a flawless 8-player props and 2 money lines today. Get it. I would have been 2-0 in women's soccer. Didn't play my plays. I had on Sweden and Spain, both winners staying. Toss 2 units on a mega. 2 hit 2 of them last week. $100 to pays $4,000. Get it. Sorry, buddy, but Sweden isn't beating England for the Women's World Cup. Oh, no. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. See you guys later.